Whack-a-ma-gob. I got a donation here from Mr. Glenn Griffin, who asked me to put Ace Frehley's 1978 solo album against Van Halen's Fair Warning. This is painful, man. You know, my favorite Kiss album, my favorite album with the Kiss logo on it, is the Ace Frehley solo album. I like it more than any Kiss album. Fair Warning, God, man. I love it more. But I love that Ace Frehley album, but I like Fair Warning more. But they're both such amazing albums, and this is going to be extremely difficult because I know for a fact I'm going to pick a song over an awesome song. So let the pain begin. Let's go, Glenn. All right, we start off with Rip It Out versus Mean Street. Torture right in the beginning. Oh, they're both so awesome. But that groove on Mean Street is so stinky. It just gets all over me. I can't get it off of me, no matter no soap or Brillo pad, you name it. When the Mean Street funk gets on me, it's stuck forever. So that one wins. All right, next. Speeding Back to My Baby versus Dirty Movies. Gotta say, this is another difficult one. Very, very difficult. I love them both so much. I'm going to give that one an ace. Oh, it hurts. But, Speeding Back to My Baby rules so hard. I got to give it to that. And Dirty Movie rules just as hard. But I'm giving it to ace, all right? Okay. Next. Snowblind versus Sinner Swing. Oh, my God. This is killing me. Oh. I got to go with Snowblind. I got to give it to ace. Even the man, that solo that Eddie does on Sinner Swing sounds like a horse in the beginning. Just rips, man. I'll never forget when I saw that Fair Warning tour and this was the second song on the set list. And when Dave said, she looks so fucking good, the whole place erupted. Oh, man, it was a much different and better time. 1981. Oh, and I'm glad I lived it, man. If I die, don't feel bad about me. I saw the Fair Warning tour. You know? Celebrate my life for that alone. All right. But I'm giving that Soulbind. I know it hurts. Next. Ozone versus Hear About It Later. Oh, both great, but this doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Definitely Hear About It Later. Just that song. Dave's voice. I love David Lee Roth's voice. Organic, full of attitude and swagger. Give me that over Sammy Hagar's stupid voice that sounds like nails across a chalkboard to me. Because he sucks and he writes stupid lyrics. Bad Motor Scooter? Scooter? Get the fuck out of here. I'm giving that one a Hear About It Later. Because David Lee Roth rules. And so does Van Halen with David Lee Roth. All right, next song is What's on Your Mind versus Unchained. I love them both, but yeah, this is simple, man. Of course, Unchained, man. Come on, give me a break. One break coming up. All right, next. New York Groove versus Push Comes to Shove. This is really hard because I really want to give it a Push Comes to Shove, but New York Groove is just this really special song for me. I'll never forget when I was a little kid. And I remember hearing New York Groove on the AM station. I loved it. I remember calling that AM station, telling them, please play New York Groove. I love that song. It was like my favorite song around that time. That was my favorite new song. And I'm giving it to that. And I love Push Comes to Shove. Best guitar solo on the album. And I love it, but New York Groove. I know most of you will pick Push Comes to Shove, and I don't blame you. It's awesome. All right, next. I'm in Need of Love versus So This Is Love. Both great, but man, come on. Diamond Dave's swagger. Eddie's playing. Michael's bass thumping. Alex killing it on the drums. So This Is Love definitely wins that one. All right, next. Wiped Out versus Sunday Afternoon in the Park. I love Sunday Afternoon in the Park. Even though it loses this, I do love that song because it's so weird. I remember hearing a David Lee Roth interview back in the day talking about this song. And he said, that's the soundtrack of a giant crab underwater. And it makes sense. Doesn't it sound like a giant crab underwater? But man, Wiped Out, that song beyond owns. I'm giving it to that one. All right, now we're at the very end with Fractured Mirror versus One Foot Out the Door. Fractured Mirror to me is an instrumental masterpiece. One Foot Out the Door is like kind of like real quick, you know, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and out the door. But still, I'm going to go with that one because One Foot Out the Door beyond owns. And yes, I wish it would have went longer. I don't even care if there was any more lyrics because what Eddie Van Halen is doing at the end of that song with that solo, it's sad it fades out that quick. It should have kept going. Just have like, you know, it'd be cool to have a classic Van Halen song with a little bit of David Lee Roth singing and a long-ass solo at the end, kind of like what Skinner did with Freebird. And, you know, Highway Song, Blackfoot or Boogie No More, Mariachi. Yeah, I know. I'm talking about Southern rock bands. But I wish Eddie would have done a huge kick-ass Taking No Prisoner solos, which you hear on One Foot Out the Door. But it fades out. I just wish it kept going. But anyway, I'm giving it to that. So, that's the end of it. And this is the final score. And by the way, before I show the final score, it was at 4 against 4 at the very end. And Fractured Mirror and One Foot Out the Door was the one that determined who was going to win. So, this is the final score. And thank you so much, Glenn, for the donation, my friend. You're awesome, and it kind of hurt. You gave me a painful one. And everybody out there, if you like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not. And stay frosty. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. And listen to Black Sabbath. And smack 'em a gob. Later.